Hi everyone, I'm Tomas Hernandez, known as Medieval Dragon from Blizzplanet.com. Today I have the honor to interview Cory Stockton, the lead content designer for World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria. Hi Cory, welcome to Blizzplanet.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm fine. My first question will probably make you sweat a little bit. I'm beginning with two questions submitted by the red shirt guy. Uh-oh.
Great.
So here we go. In patch 5.2, there was a ton of build-up for the Throne of Thunder outside the raid dungeon itself. There was a server effort going from stage 1 to stage 5. What was the reasoning behind this direction of not building up towards the Siege of Orgrimmar in patch 5.4?
I think we had been planning Throne of Thunder and Lation and that concept for a long time, and we really felt like there was a ton of value in explaining the background story behind the Mogu. The Mogu were one of the key enemies that we had created for Pandaria, and we just felt like there's a ton to explore there, a lot of great opportunities to do unique boss fights that really fit with the kit of what we were shooting for. And I think in general, it all played into the concept of what Garrosh was trying to do with the Horde, with him trying to gain control. You know, essentially, he was trying to get control of the Mogu as well, to use them. He didn't succeed, obviously, but I think being able to explain those concepts behind that was all valuable stuff to us, and we really feel like it was one of the greatest raids that we've made, along with the island and everything that went along with it. We learned a ton from the questing and the style of stuff that we did there. But we really felt like that was, at that time, that was the direction. We really felt like that was the right way to go. I don't think we have any regrets about choosing to focus on the Thunder King.
Okay, why aren't the Worgen nor the Draenei involved in the Siege of Orgrimmar, but have their own reasons to drop the hammer on Garrosh?
I mean, in theory, everyone should have their own reasons why they want to take out Garrosh, because if he's able to complete the plans that he's, as we've seen, of what he's building up to do, basically Garrosh could destroy all of Azeroth if he got the power that he's trying to get. So I think that's generally what we're trying to get across, is that he's, obviously some people have more personal vendettas against him and what he's doing. But in general, all the races of Azeroth really should feel like that he's a giant threat and that they need to take him out. And hopefully we've made that clear through the patch cycle leading up to this.
Okay, is the Mogu Rune of Fate going to work on Siege of Orgrimmar, or will players use a new type of token for a free loot roll? Actually, I found Mogu Runes of Fate in the Timeless Isles in the PTR.
I believe the current plan is to keep Mogu Runes of Fate. I don't think that's changing.
That's right.
We can confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that's not changing. That's why you're seeing them drop on the Timeless Isle.
Okay, cool. Are we going to see new recipe loot for professions in Siege of Orgrimmar, like new shields from blacksmiths, new inscriptions, or something like that?
Yeah, there's new recipes all across the patch from lots of different areas. There's stuff that drops from the raid, there's stuff that you can find as outdoor world drops, there's things that you can buy. There's a pretty massive selection of new stuff that's coming in 5.4. It's spread across a lot of places, but yeah, you will definitely get some out of the raid.
Currently in the PTR, Berisa and Aedason River seem to have placeholder armor. Are they getting a new model or new armor for the Siege of Orgrimmar?
At this point, I do not think that most of the art that's in for patch 5.4 is in at this point. I don't think we're going to be seeing it. There might be some late updates that are coming in, but mostly what you see now should be what the final art is going to be. Okay.
What's the reasoning for the developers to go with Gamon as part of Siege of Orgrimmar, and not have an Alliance NPC for Alliance players in specific, like Admiral Taylor versus Nightgrim, or Varian and players versus Garrosh?
I mean, I don't think we have a specific reason necessarily, other than the fact that we thought that character really fit. As far as like with what we're trying to get across for players for what they're doing. I mean, I don't think we have any sort of agenda that we're trying to say that, you know, we're building something specifically for Horde or specifically for Alliance. We try to make sure that our content is appealing to both factions, obviously we're raiding Orgrimmar here, so there's going to be some stuff that's more unique to that. But in general, we try to take those things into account and make sure that we have things that players from both factions can enjoy and feel like are fitting in the game for them.
Each raid usually has brand new boss mechanics, something new that you consider exciting in this patch.
There's way too many brand new raid mechanics to even pick one unique thing. I mean, there's a massive amount of bosses in this raid, tons of new artwork. Gameplay-wise, we're doing a lot of new stuff here, but that's going to be for players to figure out when they get in there and actually fight the fights.
Are there any drastic permanent changes to happen to Orgrimmar after the siege, considering Turamor is a crater, or even a new horde capital to replace Orgrimmar?
You're not going to see anything dramatically right away. We might end up doing the changes to Orgrimmar over time as things move forward and the story develops. But there's still a lot of things to be figured out. Once 5.4 comes out and the story plays out for players, I think then we would have a better sense of what we want to do. But there's not going to be any dramatic changes to Orgrimmar right away.
All right. There is no particular daily quest hubs in the Timeless Isle. Some are found through exploration. What purpose the development team had for the Timeless Isle from its early concept to its current state?
The reason why you're seeing that is because our big concept there is discovery, and allowing players to discover and find things on their own on the Timeless Isle. That's why there's so many rares. There's unique treasure chests. There's tons of stuff all over the island for players to find, and we very intentionally did not direct players to those things via daily quests and stuff like that, because we wanted to really explore the option of doing things that are much more exploration for the player, feels like a sense of discovery. We do have a few simple quests there to kind of introduce people to the island and guide them around and encourage them to check out the new places. But those are just, single one-time quests. We don't have a daily quest chain, and that's very much specifically on purpose to try this new kind of style out.
Should fans bother exploring under the water?
There's some stuff. I mean, the majority of the content is on the island proper, but there are definitely things to be found off the shore around the island.
I found some stuff underneath the water near boats, so it was cool.
Yeah, no, we've definitely there's definitely some stuff in the water, but we know that water doesn't always provide the best gameplay experience for WoW. But in some cases, we just love the fact that it changes the environment up a little bit, and it lets us do kits that we can't do elsewhere, like your example, like sunken ships.
Is the Timeless Isle content aimed as an intro to patch 5.5 or even the next expansion?
No, I mean the Timeless Isle is really it's its own unique piece of content. Obviously we're offering the raid for our raiding players in 5.4, and the Timeless Isle is single player all the way up to raid content for anyone. There's tons of things you can solo on the island, but then there's also things that require groups, that require all the way up to like huge world bosses that require tons and tons of people. So really that's kind of like we see it as the plate, right, of content. We've got stuff for our raiding, more hardcore players, and then we've got stuff for solo players as well.
I really like what I have seen so far. There is an exciting and random way to gear up alt level 90 characters in the Timeless Isle. What motivated you to include this gear in randomly spawned chests rather than use justice points or other currency?
I think it just goes along with our idea that we're trying to try out new things on the island, and really get a vibe for, it's something that doesn't feel so grindy necessarily. It can feel like oh man, I just found this. This is a super exciting moment. I found this chest. I don't know what's in it. I'm going to open it. It could have something awesome. Versus the idea of, kind of like a long, slow slog that will end in a great item for you to get, but the process of going through that might not be as fun.
It was kind of fun because I was killing some frogs and suddenly I saw this chest and I clicked it and wow, I have account bound gear to send to my alt, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's a cool feeling. I think that's, we want to make sure people get a chance to I think WoW over the years has developed to a place that there's not as much of that sense of awesome discovery. I know I keep repeating that, but it's like we've lost some of that, right? There's always something on the map that tells you where to go. There's always a quest that tells you what to do. There's not really a cave anymore that you can go in and actually think that you're going to find something cool in there that's hidden. And I think that's really the key and the point of the Timeless Isle is for people to get out there and just explore it. Find out what's there, check it out, and you never know what you're going to find.